Welcome, Thunderbird Nation, to the Thunderbird Coaches Show. I'm your host, Jon Smith. I'm here with Coach Delane Fitzgerald. We have a very special guest with us today, number 7 on the end, Lando Brown. Thanks for being here, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
We're here at Cafe Sabor. We've been highlighting specials of the day. We are already on Thursdays. The season is starting to progress. So, ladies and gentlemen, come on out to Cafe Sabor. On Thursday, they have a special. It's a burrito and a drink, $7.95. Bring your people down, have a nice burrito and a drink for $7.95. Enjoy some of the best Mexican food and beverages in southern Utah. And as exciting as the food is here at Cafe Sabor, last night was, not last night. It was last night when I wrote this. But on Saturday, man, the game was electric. NAU Lumberjacks came into Cedar City for the Battle of the Grand Canyon Trophy. Is that what they call it?
That is correct.
Okay, the Battle of the Grand Canyon Trophy. Coach, this one kind of had it all offensively. It kind of looked like a game of Tecmo Bowl from the video games I used to play. I mean, there was like 14 touchdowns, something like that. Not a lot of defense, but a lot going on offensively. Let's kind of break down the battle for the Grand Canyon Trophy. They kind of came at us right away.
We can talk about the ball game.
Yeah.
But you've got everybody thinking about what Tecmo Bowl is. Anybody under the age of 40 is trying to figure out what Tecmo Bowl is.
Well,
yeah.
let's just say it was a video game. You could score a lot of touchdowns.
For the young folks out there, it was a very exciting video game a long time ago, and all the NFL teams. And if you were lucky enough to draw in your little local tournament, you got the team, the Oakland Raiders, and they had Bo Jackson and Marcus Allen on the same team at the same time. So, but you're right. Tecmo, it did look like a little
bit of Tecmo Bowl. I was always the Bills, and I would run all the way back to the end zone and throw 100-yard passes to Andre Reed all day. It was a good childhood memory there.
Buy your dinner if you can tell me what college Andre Reed played at.
Good thing dinner's free because I have no idea.
Anybody
Andre
in the crowd?
Reed?
Andre Reed?
Where'd he go to college?
Kutztown College in Pennsylvania.
See, that was a little bit of a
That's a good one.
That was a far out there one, Coach. Let's break it down. Let's
exciting
talk a little bit about the game.
Football game. I don't get to do it from the perspective of a fan. So the 101 points scored the other night wasn't as exciting for me as it was for everybody
49
else.
of them were exciting.
49 of them were exciting, and then the 52, not so much.
Yeah.
But not as exciting for me. I could see where it'd be very exciting, very entertaining. They had a one-play drive. That was 83, 84-yard touchdown pass, and we turned around and returned the following kickoff for 96 yards, 4 touchdowns. You got 14 points scored in about 11, 12 seconds.
Yeah, wild.
But, exciting football game, John, and both offenses and several special teams play were really well done.
When it comes to smiles, Thunderbird fans know who to trust: Webster Orthodontics, the preferred orthodontist of SUU Athletics. They're the reason Thor the Thunderbird has that beautiful game day grin, and they can do the same for you. Whether it's braces or Invisalign, Webster Ortho provides personalized care and outstanding results, proudly supporting SUU Athletics and our community. Visit WebsterSmiles.com today to schedule your consultation. Webster Orthodontics. Show off that Thunderbird smile.
Yeah, so the kickoff, I mean, right from the jump, they get the kickoff, and it was like, 5-6 plays? Boom, 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 boom. I mean, they were matriculating the ball down the field. They scored right away, and I was like, this might be a long day. And then your response was great. I mean, you guys came out. Offensive line played a great game, Coach. The first half. The first half was what was the? I didn't get the score line, but what was the score?
They scored the first drive,
yep.
And we answered with the score. So both teams scored the first drive of the game. It settled down a little bit there in the first half. After that, we go into halftime. We're tied 14-14. And we're talking about coming out and, playing well for an hour and 20. And we really wanted to come out of the locker room and start the second half fast.
Yeah.
Well, John, we come out, we give up an onside kick, surprise onside kick, which can never happen. But had some young men fell asleep, had some young men didn't execute. Coaching staff's got to do a better job of having our guys prepared. They went down and scored there. We went 3 and out on offense, punted the ball back to them. They scored again. We're down 28-14 there in the third quarter. From that point, we went back and forth with a couple of scores into the fourth quarter, and we're down 14 early in the fourth quarter, and then started to get the better of it for a little while.
Yeah.
We're able to come back and tie it up 42-42, and then we went up 49-42.
Yeah, I thought watching the game, it felt like it was slipping away, and then the T-Birds never gave up, and we rattled off, I believe, 21 straight on them. They were up 2 scores, and then all of a sudden we got the lead. Wild stuff. A lot of offense, a lot of special teams. Let's talk a little bit about Rand Sawyer. He's a freshman out of St. George, Utah. Went to Dixie High, I believe.
Yeah.
Electric.
Yes.
I mean, he's an electric player. He's a freshman, not perfect. Let's talk a little bit about his game and the special teams and what you saw from him.
Yeah, before we get into that offensive line, our offensive line bounced back from not playing very well at San Diego and played well the other night, and our tight ends joined them in that. I don't know if you had that written down to talk about.
I do, but no, we can talk about it right now, and then we'll come back to Rand. That's fine.
I thought they deserve some credit. Hey, always, O-line, D-line first, right?
O-line, we got to get the trenches taken care of first.
Offense, defensive line first, tight ends. But those young men bounced back after not playing well against San Diego and really helped our offensive output. You brought up Rand. Rand Sawyer's a local product and from Dixie High School down in St. George, and a lot more lightly recruited than he should have been out of high school.
Yeah.
Thought we were fortunate only to have to beat 4 or 5 schools on him, but we were excited to get Rand in here. We knew after he had ran some 10-point whatever 100-meter dashes last spring, so we knew he could play football. We knew he could run. We knew he was explosive.
Yeah.
The other night was kind of the first showing of him being explosive, and he had the 96-yard kickoff return. He also had a 50-yard kickoff return, and then Rand made 2 plays on special teams.
I mean, blew up the returner.
Made 2 really, really good plays on kickoff, and as luck would have it for us, he didn't start the game on kickoff turn. We had a player that was playing really well, got tired. We stuck Rand in there. He made 2 tackles.
Yeah.
Now, we've got to get the mistakes. Rand's got to fix the mistakes and polish off some of those rough edges.
Sure.
John, but going forward, the young man's got a chance. He's got a chance to be an impact player for us each and every week.
Yeah. So going forward, seeing his capability and his ability to run the football the way he does, we going to see him on special teams mainly, or are we going to see him maybe in the backfield or in the slot area?
Yeah, let's don't rush it. He played well on teams the other night. He's played some slot for us this fall, and he's played some running back for us this fall. But it's been in a reserve role, and that'll continue for a little while longer. Got
it. You had mentioned the play of the O-line. There was a goal line. Josh Dyes got the ball, initially stopped, just kind of looked like I thought they were going to blow it dead, and then there was no give up in Mr. Ed Riley and the rest of his O-line, and it seemed like they got behind him, and they willed and pushed him into the end zone. Tell us a little bit about that. Now, you can't pull someone in, but you can push them in? Is that the rule?
You can do both now.
Oh, you can pull them and push them?
You can do both these days.
Just pick them up and throw them in.
They make it easy on the officials, and any way they get there, they can get there.
Interesting.
As long as the pile's moving forward, the play stays alive. If it stalls out or the pile starts going backwards, then it's blown dead.
Kind of a judgment call by the official there as far as whether it stopped or whether it's progressing.
I thought we were a little bit fortunate there, John. We had a pass play where the young man's tackled. Whether it's a touchdown or not, it's debatable, but he's tackled on the 1-inch line. So we line it up on the 1 inch. It's 4th and goal from the 1-inch line. Didn't like the offensive call, but our coaching staff takes responsibility for it. And hey, sometimes good teams, they overcome bad coaching.
That's a good line.
You make a bad play call, and those young men went out and executed the call, and it ended up working for us.
There you go. And ultimately in the game, there's so many different calls and there's so many different opportunities. It comes down to execution, doesn't it? I mean, the reality is if you do what you're supposed to do, even on a bad play call, it's gonna be okay. You won't fumble. You're not going to do any of that stuff if you're executing.
You're 100% right.
Yeah.
Have you ever done anything successfully in life that didn't come down to execution?
Well, I married my wife,
That was execution.
Well, I don't know. That might have been more luck than execution.
How many times did, and Miss Shannon's in the crowd for those of y'all watching on TV, how many times did you ask Miss Shannon out before she said yes?
Oh, like a dozen?
Persistence, execution.
Okay. All right. You just made me feel a little better about myself. At least I had the persistence part. And I guess that comes down to football, too. You got to stay at it, right? You got to get them reps, and they all got to count, right?
Yes, sir.
Even when they don't go anywhere. Yeah, and you never know. Something good might come out of it. It sure did for me. All right, so we talked a little bit about the O-line. We've talked about Rand and his special teams. I put in here that he was a special teams demon. I don't know if that's good or bad, but he made his presence known. Also, look, I thought Bronson Barron played a heck of a football game from the quarterback position. Didn't turn the ball over. Had some really nice throws under duress. He got knocked down a few times, came back and played a heck of a game. What do you think of Bronson Barron's play?
We're happy to be coaching Bronson and think the world of him as a person and a football player. John, we scored 49 points. There's not many people on offense that we couldn't highlight that didn't play well. Yeah, you score half 100. The problem is everybody on their offense played well too.
That's true. And because I would be remiss if I didn't mention him, Josh Dye with 4 touchdowns. That's a big deal. I mean,
Absolutely.
That's a career for some people, or at least a full year. Josh put him up in one game, and I really loved the post game presser that you guys did. He gave all the credit to the O-line. He said, "Look, I just run through holes that are created by them." He had the vision. He saw the game really well, and the O-line did their job. And he said, the O-line, when they do what they do, I'm gonna do what I do, and it obviously worked out on the field. We talked a little bit about offense. Let's talk about defense. There wasn't a whole lot of it, but the spots that were good came from Mr. Lando Brown with 3 sacks, putting pressure on their quarterback. It's not a one-man game, but you did have a whale of a game, sir. Tell us a little bit about what you saw. What was their O-line doing that allowed you to get to the quarterback so often?
I just honestly read my keys. Knowing Steve, he played here, knowing that he really wasn't good with his feet. So just using my speed and things like that to get to the quarterback.
So to kind of put this in perspective, he was playing O-line for us last year.
Yes,
so
sir.
you've been up against him a bunch.
Yeah.
And so you knew what his style is like,
Yeah.
and what he's good and not so good at. You took advantage of it.
Yes, sir.
That's my man. Now that we had a few other things go on. Special teams missed a field goal that came down at the half. A few things that need cleaned up, Coach. But you got to be at least somewhat excited about the opportunity that we have going forward with the offense. We've scored a bunch of points against Idaho State. Played. I'll just throw San Diego out the window. That seemed like an aberration. We come back and play NAU, who's a 17th ranked team in the country, and you blow them up for 49 points on offense. There's obviously things to fix, but you got to be at least excited about the offense side going forward. Defense, we'll get that sorted out because your defensive effort against Idaho State was incredible. I mean, 27 yards rushing, turn them over. But tell us how excited you are about the offense going forward, and then what needs to change on defense so that you can get really excited about that side of the ball.
We think we can improve on all 3 phases. We think we can be better offensively. We think we left some points on the game, left some points on the field on Saturday night. We think we can get much better on special teams with the effort, execution, guys playing fast and physical at the same time. And then defensively, obviously, there's some things to be desired there. We weren't great in the pass game, game 1. Game 2 against San Diego, we weren't great in the defensive run game. And then the other night, we went back to not being very good in the pass game. We've got to be more consistent in all areas on defense. And we're starting with Lando, and Lando had his best game of the season on Saturday night, and we'd like to see him continue that going.
Of course.
Continue going in the right direction. Sebastian Adamski's played well for us this fall, and we've just got to get 7, 8, 9 guys to rally around them and play well with them also. John, I will tell you this. I believe sitting here that our best offense, defense, and special teams is yet to come.
Love to see it. We'd love to see it. That's promising when you throw 49 points up and you say, guys, we got to do better, and you can do better. That's exciting. There was a lot of big plays in that. We talked about Lando's 3 sacks. Let's highlight him a little bit. Thanks for coming. You're the Cedar City Brian Head spotlight, and so let's spotlight you. Tell us where you're from, first of all.
I'm from Compton, California.
Compton, down in Southern California. It's got to be a little. I would imagine a little different living in Cedar City.
Yeah.
Just barely.
Yeah,
tell
it's
me
a little bit slower here.
I was going to say, tell me some of the differences. Highlight some of the differences between Compton, California, and Cedar City, Utah.
Yeah, it's a little bit slower here. Home, it gets really cold here also.
Yeah.
I'm not used to that. It's a lot sunnier back home, but other than that, it's not too much. It's different.
All right. Well, that's a good take.
Real.
Yeah, good take. What are some things about Utah that have surprised you? I mean, you're in Southern California where it's always sunny and warm. We talked about the difference in weather, but you come up here to a different world, a different culture. What are some good things that you've seen that have surprised you a little bit?
I think that the people here are a little bit more polite. Like everywhere you go.
Just a titch.
Yeah. They talk to you. I'm not used to that back home, you don't really talk that much to people you're passing by.
Sure.
So out here, that's a lot different.
Like you kind of keep to your own self, and then out here people are a little more, hey, how's it going, neighbor?
Yeah.
All right. Talking football, have you always played D-end? Have you played a bunch of different roles in playing football?
Yeah, I played D-end since high school. I played linebacker a little bit, Pop Warner, but that's about it.
So you've been after the quarterback the whole time.
Yeah.
You're pretty good at it. Tell us about your junior college experience. I mean, don't brag. I mean, you can brag on yourself. I know Coach loved your JC film. Pretty sure you're like the MVP or something?
Yeah.
It's a spotlight. It's on you now. You better go with it.
I'm the single season and all-time sack leader at El Camino College. I had a great experience there. Love the coaches. Love the area. Man, they really rooted and pushed me. So I really appreciate that place.
Their coaching style, was it more like this is what you're doing wrong, fix it? Or was it more rah-rah? I mean, what motivates you from a coaching perspective? What kind of coaching do you like?
I think just having confidence in us. Always keeping our heads up because the game isn't going to always go good.
Yeah.
You're going to get scored on. That's just how the game goes. So
Got it.
just keep believing it, keeping the morale right with the team.
Sure. Keeping the morale right. Got it. You're a general studies. You've got your associate's degree. You're a general studies guy right now. Tell us what you want to do after football.
Honestly, I want to start a clothing business.
Yeah.
I think that I'm creative enough to do that. So that's what I want to pursue.
So the fashion and the style industries for you.
Yes, sir.
I like it. Coming from a jewelry background, that's what I did professionally for a lot of years.
Yeah.
I think you got it. You got a little twinkle in your eye. Like I've seen your fits. They're pretty good. Yeah, I've seen your fits. Okay. And then kind of last question for Thunderbird Nation. Tell us what your favorite part of being a Thunderbird is so far.
I love the area. I love the coaches, man.
You're supposed to say the head coach.
The head coach is like iffy.
You're supposed to say, yeah.
No,
tell the truth.
I really do love the coaches, man. Like, on my first visit, it was just so welcoming from Coach Fitz, Coach Magnuson. It was just like I've already knew these guys, and they talked to me, and they kept it real. Like, they were really honest. So I really appreciate that.
Excellent. Well, we appreciate you coming to Cedar City, all the way from Compton, California. Welcome, and thanks for joining our community.
Of course.
And we're excited to have you here.
John Lando's a great player out of high school, great player at junior college. He's been really, really good here. Got a chance to have a phenomenal senior season after the 3 sacks on Saturday night.
Yeah.
But you can take that and throw it out of the window. He's probably a lot better person than he is a football player, and it's the highest compliment I can. Hey, he's definitely a better person than he is a student. but
Working on that.
He knows I'm joking with him.
He also knows persistence. Keep after it.
He's solid in the classroom, but a great young man.
That's awesome.
Ernie's is more than just a gas stop. It's your one-stop spot for fuel, fresh food, and friendly service. With locations across southern Utah, including one right here in Cedar City, Ernie's makes it easy to fill up and fuel up. Don't forget, Ernie's is home of the world-famous chicken strips, a local favorite that keeps fans coming back. Proudly supporting SUU athletics and proudly serving our community. Stop by Ernie's in Cedar City today.
That leads us to our next segment. Coach, I got a question for you. The Pizza Hut Pizza My Mind question for today. It did happen in the game, and it happened in the first game, but what goes into the decision when you're contemplating whether you go for one or for two? Either at the end of the game, at the beginning of the game. What are some scenarios in which?
Len put you up to
no,
this?
Len did not, but I did read his mind.
He was waiting on me at the door when I come in.
I was looking at him and I thought Len would like this question, but it's actually I think it's a fair question. Yeah. It goes Anyway, I'll tell my story after you tell us what goes into the decision for going for two.
Yeah, John, your mindset in football is drastically different than it is in some other sports. And not that we don't like those sports. We like all competitive endeavors. But if you go into a football game and you don't have an aggressive mindset, I give you right. Growing up, my favorite team was the Miami Dolphins. And how soft and how passive are they right now as an NFL football team? But to watch them on TV make you sick to your stomach. But if you're coming in, you're going to be successful in college football, high school football, college football, pro football. You've got to come in with an aggression mindset.
Yeah.
And our mindset's this: if we score first, if they let us score first, we're going for two. We're going to go for two, and hey, if we miss it, so be it. We might go for two on the second one too. We'll eventually get up to where we were supposed to.
Sure.
But we're going to be aggressive. Mr. Badisher and everybody out there wants to know why I didn't go for two against San Diego, and my mindset is always, my philosophy has always been this. If you think you have the best team, you want to play as many plays as possible, because the more plays you play, the best team wins. Now, it didn't work out that way for us at San Diego. And if I had to do it over again, I'd have went for two. If I had it to do over again, I'd have went for two with 5.5 minutes on the clock Saturday night.
That's a fact.
But yeah, there's no redos in life, sure. And got to move forward. Yeah. I have never ever. If you're like, hey, let's go for two against University of San Diego, and we're going to end this thing on one play, one way or the other, or let's play another 15, 20 minutes of football, and the best team is going to win the game. I'm going to kick the extra point and go into overtime.
Yeah, and those that weren't there, the feeling on the field was that we had all the momentum.
All of it.
Right? I mean, we had a bigger crowd.
Yeah.
We had a better band. We had a band, so that's a better band. And the reality is, it felt like on the field that the right thing to do is play more football. Yeah. Honestly, like, I mean, I'm part of the Second Guessers Club too. We're gonna have T-shirts made.
No, not ever.
But it definitely felt like more football was the right decision.
Yeah,
there.
for those y'all out there, John will ask me questions at midnight on Saturday night about the game, and then the phone rings at 5:36 a.m. He's asking more questions.
I don't know about 5:30. There's only one 5:30 in my day. It's 5:30 p.m. My wife knows I don't get up before 5:30, so that's a lie. But Coach, anything else or any other comments about the game against Northern Arizona Saturday night?
No, the young men played hard. We came up short. It's still learning how to win here, John, and got to learn how to win, and that's a skill. And we have to strain harder. We have to strain harder, and we have to strain longer, mentally and physically. Be willing to strain for 3 hours on Saturday. That's what it's going to take for us to be successful.
Great, Coach. Let's look forward then. We got a game coming up. I mean, the crazy thing about this season is it's just relentless. It's 13 weeks because we get a bye. It's relentless. You've got opponent after opponent after opponent. You get done with one, and you got to look forward to the next one. We've got UC Davis, number 9 in the country.
The opponent part's not so challenging. You go from ranked opponent to ranked opponent to ranked opponent to ranked opponent. Yeah.
That's true.
A little bit of a gauntlet. John, it's what we came here for. It's what our coaching staff came here for.
You want to be the best, you got to beat the best. That's a fact.
I didn't have any interest in playing Urbana and Notre Dame College and Alderson brought us again. Beating West Virginia Wesleyan 70-0 was not fun, and this is a challenge.
Yeah.
And we're here for the challenge. And you're right, we play a top 10 team in the country, depending on what poll you're looking at. But I think the lowest I saw them was 10th. And the highest was 7th in the country. So we're playing a top 10 football team at their place this Saturday night. Daunting challenge, but we'll have the young men up for the challenge. We'll be ready to play football.
Yeah, they've had a strange season so far, UC Davis. I mean, they're in the top 10, but they've had a weird route to get there. They played Mercer first game of the year. They had a 3-touchdown lead going in, and then Mercer was coming back, and then all of a sudden the lightning came in the fourth quarter. They canceled the game as a no contest. So they don't really have that as a stat on their win-loss record. And then they went to Utah Tech, and look, Utah Tech had them 24-7 going into the middle of the third quarter, and I thought, oh my goodness, what is happening? Either Utah Tech is really good or UC Davis is really overrated. UC Davis in the latter half of that game decided to turn it on and play, and they just whooped from there on out. I mean, Utah Tech couldn't do anything. UC Davis was in the end zone back to back, and they kind of showed their grit. It's almost like they were asleep, like we were at the first few quarters at San Diego, and we woke up. Unfortunately for us, we didn't have enough time. If we had more time, we would have won that game going away. These guys did not run out of time, and ended up beating Utah Tech in that game. And then a giant defeat. I mean, 70-10 against Washington. Washington's a great club. They're a fantastic football team. 70-10 is tough. We've been on that side of the thing when we played Utah a couple years ago, but let's break down UC Davis. What are we looking into when we go into UC Davis on Saturday? What type of football do they play?
Yeah, one of the better coaching staffs on the schedule. One of the first questions I want to ask is what went into the decision making on the no contest. You charter a jet from Sacramento to Birmingham, Alabama. You know, you'd like to see a result at the end of it, especially when you're winning. Anyway, I'll ask, and there was a rhyme or reason for what their coaching staff decided to do.
I remember ASU when we didn't get done till 2 a.m. because we were not gonna back down. They said, "Hey, well, why don't we call it?" And we're like, "We're not calling nothing.
No, we're going to finish."
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're going to finish, but they would be interesting just to hear somebody's philosophy. But their coaching staff's great. Players got a redshirt freshman starting at quarterback. Not the 6'3", 6'4", 6'5" quarterback that we see week in and week out, or that they had last year. But got a new quarterback, and the young man is solid. And he executes their offense really well. Their tailback from last year is now playing in the NFL. I think he's with the New England Patriots.
That's right, Land Larison.
He made the Patriots, and great football player, great special teams player, offensive player, good young man, good player. But he's gone, and they've got a new running back, and number 20, and he does a nice job for them at running back and on special teams, just like Land did. They turn around at the wide receiver position, and they do have a few players back at wide receiver, and they also have a couple of offensive linemen back. But it's a new look as far as personnel with their offense. Same head coach, same offensive coordinator, because it's the head coach's offense.
Right.
A lot of motion and movement. If you're watching pre-snap, a lot of motion and movement, and they're trying to get tips and they're trying to get tells on what the defense is running and what's coming at them. They're also trying to out-leverage you in a couple of situations with what they do with motions and movements. But an exciting offense. Jon, for the first time this year, an offense that plays with tempo. So they're going to play faster than the ones that we've played so far this year, and I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Not interested in slow football right now. Flip over on defense. Best safety in FCS football. Not only that, he's a Utah native and from Pleasant Grove High School in Utah. And then his twin brother starts at linebacker for them. And the two of them, it's a force.
They're a problem.
They're a force to be reckoned with. They're surrounded by good football players, and outside of them, they probably have another 4 or 5 guys.
Yeah.
Hey, all defensive linemen, linebackers, DBs that can all play. But here's it. You want to describe their defense?
Yeah.
Extremely fundamentally sound. They're not going to get out of position. They're going to play smart. They're going to play extremely hard and physical. And they're not going to beat themselves. You have to beat them.
Yeah, that's what was coming to my mind. All the UC Davis teams that I've observed, and it's been 15 years of football, they all seem so fundamentally sound. It's about execution with them. It's not about a gimmick. It's not about fooling anybody, really. It's about lining up and seeing who's going to do their job the best.
High academic institution.
There you go.
And you add those smart kids and you add athleticism to it, they're hard to beat.
In the past, they've been a pretty big O-line. I mean, they've had big guys that could move bodies. What do they look like this year? Same?
Not as big on the O-line and D-line as they've been in the past.
Okay.
But as talented.
Sure.
A little younger than they were last year, but as talented as they've always been.
Got it. Lando, you've been watching a little film on UC Davis yet?
Yes, sir.
What do you see?
They're a pretty good offense. I see a lot of movement with the quarterback versus from last year, him being really stabilized, but now they're moving a lot of rollouts and things like that.
Rollouts, does he run the ball a lot, or
Yes.
is he a pocket guy?
He runs the ball a lot.
Okay.
So
you're going to have your hands full. He's gonna come and introduce himself, I'm sure.
yeah, we're gonna see him.
We're going to see him in the backfield, I hope. Great. Yeah, so we'll be making the trip out Friday night for a late game Saturday at California. You have a lot of time on your hands. What are some things that you guys do between waking up on Saturday and game time?
What do I do?
What do you got planned for the kids? I don't care
Sit
what
around
you do.
and worry about what's between his ears on Saturday. Sit around. Here's what I do from Friday evening until Saturday evening: is I sit and worry. Have they eaten enough?
Yeah.
Has what they eaten been healthy? Have they drank enough fluids? Has what they drank been healthy? Have we gotten enough sleep? Yeah. You know, is anybody so soft that the hour and a half plane flight, ruined their game, ruined their weekend? You sit around and worry about those things. How mentally and physically tough are we?
Yeah.
Have we prepared well this week, and are we ready to go?
That's awesome.
You?
Just prepare for the game. Watch
Here,
film.
look, I'm going to be the host here for a second. Do y'all play video games?
I don't.
You don't? Do players play video games in the hotel?
Not that I've been in.
Okay. I always wondered that.
They have. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's this team, but previous teams had brought like the
Okay.
controllers and the whole thing and got after a little Madden.
We only had one rule in college, and now I'm old now. I'm ancient, right? But our head coach had been at Georgia, and they had played cards on the road.
Okay.
Well, the card game turned into playing for money, and then turned into ill feelings with
Turned into
teammates.
some fist fights.
Well, no fist fights.
Okay, good.
But they had a real hard time getting the guys to play hard together on Saturday when they had sit all day Saturday and played against each other.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, so our team ruled, and we didn't have many team rules, but one of them was there would be no card games.
Fair. Coach, anything else you want to mention to Thunderbird Nation about UC Davis, the Aggies of UC Davis?
No, that future. This is a win, lose, or draw right now. These first games.
Yeah.
These are all future opponents. So we're getting ready to be travel partners with Northern Arizona and Utah Tech. So playing both of them this year, we'll all be in the Big Sky together.
That's right.
And the Big Sky with 12 teams, there'll be some Big Sky teams you don't play
Every
each
time.
year.
Yeah.
But we are guaranteed every time in every sport to get Northern Arizona and Utah Tech at the maximum amount. I don't know how you leave Weber State out of that, but they did. They're smarter than I am. So this is exciting. And then UC Davis is a future Big Sky opponent. Now, we've played them. This will be the third year in a row we played them.
Yeah.
But they're a future Big Sky opponent. And all of this is a really good measuring stick for where we're at and where we're going.
Yeah, and we've got some facilities we're going to be working on here on campus. We went over to UC Davis 2 years ago to check out their facilities. Guys, they got a nice place to practice football. They got a nice place to lift the weights. Excited that may be a future endeavor here at Southern Utah, hopefully soon. Yeah, we're just gonna have to bring all the fire, bring it all, and see what's going on down on Saturday.
You done with football questions?
Sure.
Tell the people at home how the golf game is.
I don't think people care.
They do.
Good,
I'm
Mike.
telling you right now, they do. Oh, here.
The golf game's nice. We won a 4-man
what are-
scramble a couple days ago.
You won a 4-man scramble.
Yeah.
Shot
me,
what?
Me and Alpha Vasi
Yep.
and Jaden Milne
Yep.
and Sean Ecker.
Okay.
Well,
What'd you shoot?
it was a fundraiser, so they let you buy mulligans and stuff.
yeah.
But we shot a 51.
Any 150-yard grenades?
No grenades. No, 51 with just
pretty good.
some. Yeah, it was all right.
So before you get off here, tell them what you're doing the next 2 days.
Oh, I was going to get to that in the shout-outs.
You were?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I got to shout
Okay.
out my friends from Scotland.
Okay. Well, once you shout it out, I want you to give Shannon a big thank you for allowing you to live this hard life.
Someone's got to do it.
So someone has to do it.
Yes, it might as well be me, right?
Yeah. The next 2 days, you'll be on the golf course.
That's it.
Beating up on the Scots.
Yep.
Thinking about Delane sitting in a dark room watching film and trying to figure out how to win a game.
You got most of that right, but I will not be thinking about you.
There you go.
So. Let's do some quick shout-outs, wrap the show up. We've been on the air and in front of these beautiful people for a half hour now. So why don't I go first, because we want to go with the best for last. So shout-out Mark Levitt and his band of Scotsmen. They came to the game. We had 14 gentlemen from Scotland that are over here playing golf in the Friendship Cup that is going on right now down at Sand Hollow Golf Course. And it's awesome. They loved it. We got them down on the field a little bit, and they were able to see how big these guys are and how it's a little different than the soccer and rugby that they play. It's a little more physical. Rugby's very physical, but this is full speed, smack each other upside the head. One picked up a helmet, and they're like, oh, the neck that you'd have to have just to put this on your head. They are golfers, but they were really impressed, number one. Number two, the speed and quickness of the game. They're like, this thing, they did go to a game with 14 touchdowns. I said, guys, this isn't normal. Don't think that this happens every week. But they were really excited, and I love to share the SUU Thunderbird football team with an international fandom. We got some fans that'll be tuning in from across the pond. Had a great time with those guys, and those are my shout outs, Coach. And then
so you're in the Friendship Cup tomorrow, beginning tomorrow.
Well, the Friendship Cup is happening now.
Yeah.
I was in the Friendship Cup last year.
Sure.
And then I'll be participating in what's called the Charity Cup, which I didn't try to turn this into a whole bit.
Your game has gotten so bad that they've turned your play into charity. This is the Charity Cup. So I'm feeling sorry for your swing these days.
This is actually kind of cool. So there's going to be a team from the Utah Jazz. We got Carlos Boozer and Mehmet Okur coming down. There's going to be a team from the Raiders. The Las Vegas Raiders are coming up with some alumni that they've had. Jay Schrader. Yep. Didn't he win a Super Bowl? I believe he did. Super Bowl winning?
Not for the Raiders, he didn't.
Well, he got a ring.
Was he one of Joe Gibbs' quarterbacks for the Washington Redskins?
I don't know, but he has a really shiny big ring, and I was really it was exceptional.
No, Jay Schrader's great, but I think he won a Super Bowl as a backup for the Washington Redskins.
Yeah, and then BYU and another team, I think Utah All-Stars. I don't know, but it's a good time, and it's for charity. We raise money for men's prostate health. It's a really great thing. We raise quite a bit of money, so it's a good worthy endeavor, Coach. Even though my golf game is as you say, charitable.
Charity.
Coach, shout outs.
Hey, shout out to the city of Cedar City and the way they came out on Saturday night, and our student body again, and our band, and David Torres leading the band, and just how great everybody was. Shout out to everybody that's here today. Appreciate you guys coming. It means the world to us. It means the world to me that y'all are so supportive of the football program here, and thank you for that. A shout out to Regan Hunsaker and Naki, and to you for putting this on each week, because this is a big deal. This is the best coaches show.
It can be a lot of fun when you're in a good mood.
This is the best coaches show going. So, anyway, I've been in a lot better moods now.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I've won 52-49.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, thank you to everybody that's producing this show. Y'all are great.
Lando, what kind of shout out you got for us?
I want to shout out to my parents, LaShawn and Curtis Brown. Shout out El Camino College, and shout out Sarah High School.
Love it. I got to shout my wife because she's staring here looking at me, so I did not forget you. I love you. And look, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap for Mr. Lando Brown, number 7 on the end, and Mr. Delane Fitzgerald, our head coach. I'm Jon Smith signing off. Go Thunderbirds.
Go Thunderbirds.